Nobody knows where this is heading. In Alaska, America's last frontier, a meeting of two presidents today could change the course of history in a land far from here.
There is a symbolism to this meeting taking place in Alaska. The US bought this state from Russia back in 1867. It's an example of how territories can be traded. Ukraine, though, is worried that their land may be carved up without them even in the room.
The concern is understandable. Donald Trump is famously unpredictable. When he met Vladimir Putin in 2018, he went against his own intelligence community to side with the Russian president, suggesting there hadn't been Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. And now he's bringing an international pariah back in from the cold. Top of the agenda, Ukraine. Its future fragile in the absence of its president. Trump is already promising Vladimir Zelensky that he will be invited to the next meeting. That's the big one, he says.
It's going to be very important. We're going to see what happens. And I think President Putin will make peace. I think President Zelensky will make peace. We'll see if they can get along. And if they can, it'll be great. If I weren't president, in my opinion, he would much rather take over all of Ukraine. But I am president, and he's not going to mess around with me.
Alaska's Governor Mike Dunleavy will greet President Trump when he arrives today. There's a warrant out for the arrest of Vladimir Putin by the International Criminal Court, allegations of war crimes. He invaded a sovereign nation. He's now being invited to a US military base in your state. Is he being rewarded here?
I don't think so. I think this is an opportunity for the president and he to sit down face to face, as the president would say. And the president is going to ascertain really quickly in a face-to-face meeting whether he's serious or not for peace. And so we'll find out. But again, it's difficult to solve these wars unless you have a discussion with the participants.
Most people here know this summit is happening, but few are willing to predict the outcome. Would you be concerned if you were Ukrainian?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. I'm concerned as an American. I'd be concerned if I was Russian. I'd be terrified if I was Ukrainian.
The only person hurts over war is the person fighting the war. It ain't Putin, it ain't Trump, it ain't Zelensky. It's the guys out there on the ground.
Are you concerned that Vladimir Zelensky's not going to be in the room?
I mean, these two guys have probably the ultimate egos in the world. I'm not sure Zelensky's got the self-control to tread lightly on those egos.
Close to the site of the summit is a display of support for Ukraine. Meg bought this flag after Zelensky's disastrous visit to the White House in February. How do you feel about Putin being a few miles from your house, being hosted on a US military base?
He's not welcome here. And I certainly think that Putin being here, he should be arrested. He is an international criminal. He is killing women and children and people in hospitals.
In one of the most beautiful parts of America, a stillness is being pierced by a cacophony of questions. Why was Putin invited here? What does he want? What's he willing to concede? And is Donald Trump about to walk into his trap? Martha Kelner, Sky News, Anchorage, Alaska.